very passionately. I wanted to sort of go away, still playing football because I love football, but I would end more private way. When I say private, I don't mean on Sunday when you play the game. I mean during the week with my family, to have more possibilities to go a little, have some more privacy. And I think knowing football today, it was only possible two places in the world, in Japan and in the United States. My family and me, we took the decision that Japan maybe in this moment was safer than to go to Los Angeles or New York, so that's the reason.
You haven't been there long, of course, but have you had a chance to gauge the J-League standard?
Well, I've seen something, not so much. I'm impressed that in few years, it's only been 4 years now they have been playing professional. I think they have learned a lot. Of course, they also had some help from foreigners, coaches and players. But I think, of course, they can still learn and they have to learn. But I think after only 4 years, they have done very well.
Stoichkov's on his hat-trick, pulls it back, Laudrup.
Now there's Mikhail Laudrup and there's Brian Laudrup, two brilliant players, world-class players, I might say, both of you for all these years. Where do the genes come from the Laudrup family for such talent?
Well, our father was a very good player also. He played in the national team. He played only 2.5 years in Austria as a professional because he didn't like the life. He loves football also, but he didn't like that kind of life, to stay so far away from the family and the friends. That's why maybe you never heard so much about our father than of us. But he was as good as we are.
Now you've played for three of the greatest clubs in the history of football, Juventus, Barcelona, Real Madrid. Which was your most enjoyable period?
Well, I can't take one period out of that because there's been so many great moments. But of course, now that I have Europe a little, I can look at it from above, I don't know, from the side, how you should say. Of course, the people, we can say when I played in Italy, I was a talent, but maybe my talent never came to its to 100%. For one reason, it was my fault, it was others' fault, that doesn't matter. But I think when I came to Barcelona, it was there when I began to win anything where I reached my highest. So maybe I have to say that the most important was my step to Barcelona.
Which is the best club to play for? If you were to tell a young player who's got big ambitions that I want to play for this club, which is the best club?
Well, I tell you, it's very difficult. If we're talking young players, 19, 20, 21 years old, it's very difficult to go to Italy. Because in Italy, it doesn't matter if you're 18 or you are 35. They treat you as a foreigner. Maybe now, after the Bosman case, it has been changed a little because now everybody has 7 or 8. So, but when I started, you only have 2. So of course they were looking with special eyes on you. Now maybe it's different. But I would say to a young player today, go to a place where you can develop a little. Small countries where football is not so.
High pressure.
Yeah, high pressure like Spain, Italy, maybe, what can I say, Belgium, Holland. Holland is a very good, I think Holland is a very good place to start.
Now you mentioned the Bosman case, which has had a huge impact already on the way football is played, on the organisation of the game, and particularly on the...
3 players from Spain, that's not so good. What is very good, and the most important thing about the Bosman case is that when your contract is finished and you don't have work, in a matter of speaking, that nobody can stop you from choosing wherever you want to go. And I think that has to be like anywhere else in the working world. I mean, if they don't pay you anywhere, your contract is finished, why should this company tell you yet you can't go and do anything unless they get some money? It's impossible. It's impossible.
Final question. France 98, the World Cup coming up. Will you be there to help Denmark qualify?
Well, last year when I came here, they asked me if I wanted to go on to play with the national team, and the trainer asked me, and I said, well, I just take one by one, step by step. I don't make last decisions right now because I think it's not the moment. So let's see. I have contract here for 1 more year, and I will take 1 month at a time, and we'll see what happens. So maybe I will go if Denmark, of course Denmark have to qualify, but supposing they do, I still don't know. I will tell you in October.